The following is a production by Lone Star Community Radio, Montgomery County's community radio station. You can support Lone Star Community Radio by donating and sponsoring programs just like this. For more information, check us out online at irlonestar.com. This segment is brought to you by
Team Sinisi is a proud sponsor of Conroe Culture News. Vinny Sinisi and his professional team provide comprehensive real estate services throughout the greater Montgomery County area and beyond. Whether looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, Team Sinisi has an impeccable reputation. Contact Team Sinisi for a great experience at teamsinisi.com. That's TEAMSINISI.com.
Since 2004, Roger Stein Chiropractic has offered spine and joint manipulation services to residents of Montgomery County and surrounding areas. Conditions treated include lower back pain, migraines, headaches, whiplash, carpal tunnel, neck pain, sciatica, joint pain, sports injuries, herniated discs, and complications from pregnancy. Roger Stein Chiropractic, led by Dr. Stacy Rogers and Dr. Brian McGee, is an integrity-verified chiropractic clinic. Call 936-441-9990 for an appointment or visit rogerssteinchiropractic.com. That's RODGERSSTEIN chiropractic.com.
You are listening to Lone Star Community Radio on 104.5 KCZW LP Conroe and 106.1 KZCC LP Conroe and worldwide at irlonestar.com.
Hello, and in this segment today, I am Margie Taylor, your host for Conroe Culture News. I am sitting with Maris Blair, and she's a candidate for Texas State Representative in District 15. And, sometimes it gets a little confusing, especially with all the new redistricting and all of that. It still is confusing.
Yes.
And I know the county is still trying to work on getting all of their information updated so everybody knows what district is what, who is your person and all that. But at this point, District 15 is primarily the Woodlands. Correct?
Yes.
Do you dip into Conroe at all, Maris?
Go up to 1488. And also it encompasses Jacobs Reserve.
Right.
And when you go west, you're going to 2978, encompasses Alden Bridge.
Okay.
And then it follows Bear Branch down to the Harris County, Montgomery County line. And then we do go east of 45 over to the East Fork of the San Jacinto River, which encompasses the Imperial Oaks subdivisions, Bender's Landing, and that around 99.
But primarily kind of the Woodlands is what
Yes,
it's
yes.
considered.
Yes.
As opposed to, say, District 3, that's Magnolia, a part of Conroe, a part of Woodlands, a part of East County.
Correct.
And it's all kind of crazy. So
Yes.
yours is kind of more packed together.
It is.
So it
It
makes
is.
it a little bit easier.
Yes.
So, all right. So you're an attorney, correct?
Correct.
So why did you seek out this role?
Well, the main thing that comes to mind is that I wanted to truly, and the key word being truly, represent the people in District 15. And that means every person in District 15 and not just trying to represent a small interest group. And that means basically listening to the community, to everyone in the community, questioning, what's going on, knowing the issues, and what is people's needs and wants and concerns. And I think that's what we need back in District 15, is to tap into the community.
How would you do that? How would you listen to people more actively?
Well, I've been doing that for many years in the
so
community.
you already know.
Yes. I personally take an interest in our community. I live here. My parents live
It's
here.
important to you.
It is very important to me. And I think a lot of the issues I know about because I have neighbors and I listen and I read and I get out to other functions and talk to people. And that's how you tap into what's going on. And unfortunately, I think the representation hasn't really tapped into what is going on in the entire district.
So it's time that somebody listened.
Yes.
And made a difference.
Correct.
Is basically why you sought out this position.
It is.
Okay.
It is. And the other thing to add to that is to have a conservative consensus builder. That ties into listening and communicating with the people.
Have you heard some concerns already in the community?
Yes,
I know
very
you
much
just
so.
started this whole thing. December 13th, I believe, is when you
Correct.
signed up. So,
ma'am.
but I know you've been hitting the ground quickly and getting out in the community. What has been one of the concerns that you've heard
The main concern that
that people feel that aren't getting
Right.
their voice heard?
it is the bigger government and higher taxes.
Okay.
And that ties back, if you're in the Woodlands, the incorporation issue. And if you're outside the Woodlands, it's still an issue of bigger government and higher taxes. And I am totally against that. And I think the community.
So where do you sit on incorporation?
Oh, I was against it because
Okay.
70% of us in the community in Montgomery County voted against it.
Right.
And I
It
know
fell
that.
flat.
Right. It fell flat. I was there talking to people. I knew what the people wanted because I listened, I read, I educated myself with the facts, and I talked to my neighbors.
Wouldn't that have been a larger expense for the people living in the Woodlands as well?
Yes, it would have been.
Which
Very
really
much
is the
so.
bottom line.
Yes.
Because you have to have your own everything,
Yes.
municipalities,
Correct.
law enforcement,
Correct.
everything.
Yes. You have to expand and add layers to what was already in place as a government. And that's bigger government. And I'm against that.
Well, I know you're involved in the Woodlands Chamber. What other things are you involved in?
I am the executive director of the Conroe ISD Education Foundation.
That's a big role.
Yes, I love it. Before I was an attorney, I was a school teacher. So
yeah.
education is my passion. It is really deep in my heart. And so I used to teach in Louisville, and now as an attorney, I had the opportunity to become executive director of the foundation. And I love it. I've been there for almost 7 years as the executive director, and I
Wow.
really help people go to college. And that's the main
great.
focus.
That's great. So what made you change gears from education to being an attorney?
Well, I've always been interested in the law. I grew up with the law, with my family being attorneys. And, I loved education, but then I had an opportunity to go to law school. And I said, okay, let's go for it. And I did.
It makes you a
and-
little more well-rounded, right?
Yes. And I think the education part of me helped me listen, because I had to listen to my students. I had to adapt to each student for education. Well, that's kind of how you do in your community. You adapt to each person. What is their needs? What are their wants? And how can I help?
So that is the skill set that you would bring to the position you're seeking.
Yes.
Is an advocate for the people and more of a listener.
Correct. Very much so.
Great. So how would you see anything done differently than what's being done? Just more actively listening?
Yes, just being out there in the community and being, a consensus builder. That's something that is different that we need back again. And to become a leader for the people and not just a small special interest group. And a lot of things, when you think about District 15, I want people's first thought here and in Austin to be integrity. I want to bring integrity back to District
That's
15.
a great word. How do you see that happening?
Just by some of the things we've already discussed. Listening, communicating, being honest. There's no one more conservative in this race than I am. I am the only native Texan, 4th generation. I think you can tell by my accent, I have a big Texas draw. I was born and raised in Amarillo. And being an educator and being an attorney, the communication skills are essential.
They're very important.
And being
yes.
a leader and a representative.
Do you think it's difficult being a woman in this position?
When I think of this position, I don't think
You don't think of it as a man,
as a man or a woman.
type?
I'm
Yeah.
thinking, what can you bring to the table? And I can bring a lot to the table, as I've mentioned, and also being a Christian.
You seem fearless.
And I think that's because, of the education I have and what I've been through and the careers
Yes,
I've had.
It's the confidence.
And God gives me the confidence every day in every decision I make is for my family, the community, and myself are based on my Christian values and my belief. And that's what I think I can bring in helping me round all the other qualifications I bring to be a good representative.
So this is a hard thing, running as a candidate. It keeps you going.
It is.
Especially the next 2 months, right?
Correct.
With different forums, all over, and sometimes they just neck and neck right up to each other in different areas, and sometimes you have to cross over and go to other communities. So
Correct.
because everybody works together, I truly believe that everybody who represents Montgomery County works together, irregardless of, say me living in Conroe. It's important for me to have a relationship with you and Will and anybody else, let's say
Right.
Cecil or whomever is in the position, because they all rally together to support Montgomery County.
Yes. Yes.
So it's important for you to have all those relationships so that you can hear the concerns of all the people, not
Yes.
just necessarily in District 15,
Correct.
but as a whole.
Correct.
So do you have any events where someone can go up and meet and talk to you coming up?
Yes, there's of course, with the forums that are coming up, and we are going to be doing a fundraiser at Do, a breakfast. They can reach me there, but they can also reach me anytime by just picking up the phone and calling the law office or emailing me. You don't have to go somewhere to talk to me.
Right.
You can talk to me anytime, and I think that's also important because I'm a chatty person. I love to talk, and I love to meet people. So, contact me anytime.
So you're excited about this role, aren't you?
I am.
Well,
I am.
I
This
think
is
it's
something
always
I've
great
prayed
when
over.
you have excitement to
Yes.
move forward, because it is a lot.
It is.
And your family has to take a back seat temporarily.
Correct.
So that you can plunge forward and meet your goals.
Yes.
And talk to all the people. And it's a lot.
It is.
And then you still need to take some time out, let's say on a Sunday, to
Right.
get in your mind, get with your family, get with God, do the right thing to move forward. So I'm excited for you. I think this is a great opportunity.
Thank you.
I can tell that you are very spirited towards this.
Yes, I am.
In more ways than one, and excited to meet anybody that lives in the community.
Yes, I am. I am.
Anything that you would like voters to know, especially about you?
Well, just, being a team leader, a consensus builder. I'm the only native Texan in this race. I'm the only attorney in this race. I'm the only educator in this race. And I think the District 15 needs a new representative. And I really, truly believe I am that representative that can take District 15 back and bring integrity and be strong again, because we are one of the best districts in Texas.
Oh, yes.
And if not, I think we can be the best district in Texas, and that's my goal.
I think people watch what happens in Montgomery County.
No doubt about it. No doubt about it.
Well, in talking about everybody working together, you have to be a team player with the other representatives as well.
Correct.
And listen and work together on bills that have a positive outcome for the community.
Correct. And when you
It's just a
approach
lot.
the bills and every decision you make, it's not just the community that you're passing laws for, it's the entire state of Texas, our great state of Texas. So some of the issues
Which
that
the
impact-
country watches.
Right, exactly. And a lot of the issues that happen more so in other areas of Texas affect Montgomery County. And some of the decisions we make here in Montgomery County affect other people in the state. So that's something you've got to sit back and look at and weigh and make the best decision you can make.
Well, I'm excited for you. And let's tell people where they can find you. You have a Facebook page.
I do. I do have a Facebook page, and it's under Maris Blair for State Representative. And our website is voteformarisblair.com.
It's pretty easy to Google
It
and
is.
find it. Yes.
It is. And you can always pick up the phone and call us at the law firm, at the Blair Law Firm. That is where my campaign headquarters is located. And they can also email me at votemaris@blairfirm.com. So there's many different ways to reach me. And I'm really
Well-
hoping people will pick up the phone and reach out.
What's your phone number at the law firm?
It is 281-363-3632. So anytime, Monday
Okay.
through Friday. And plus, most people know how to get a hold of me on Facebook. With technology today, people can get a hold of you 24/7.
I
So,
think
yes.
anybody can find you pretty easily
I hope
because
so.
you're in the community, or they can ask someone else and find you
Yes.
pretty quickly.
Yes.
And especially with all these forums coming up, you will be seen.
Yes, ma'am.
So go up and talk to Maris Blair. She is a candidate for Texas State Representative in District 15.
Yes, 15.
And you have to update your registration by January 31st,
Correct.
which is coming up. Early voting starts on Valentine's Day.
Yes, Valentine's
It's a
Day.
sweetheart of a deal.
I know, so I will be wearing red for many reasons.
Yes, yes. And then it continues through, I think, February 25th or so, something like that. And of course, voting day for the primaries is March
March
1st,
1st.
Tuesday, March 1st.
Yes.
And then you breathe for a little bit and then see what else happens.
That's
so
right.
you have Steve Toth is running against you. Do you have any other candidates? I mean, Democratic ones?
There's one Democrat opponent that has filed for this position. And so after March 1st, then we'll concentrate on the general election. Right now, primary is
One thing at a
Steve Toth
time.
and I. Correct.
Okay. Well, good luck on that.
Thank you.
Vote for Maris. Vote for MarisBlair.com.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Maris.
Thank you. You have a very pleasant day.